has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Lewis wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Turning on the Jets. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls and fires complete. Inside the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Tigers getting set on first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Lewis to throw. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he makes the extra point.
Memphis, 14, East Carolina.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. Oh, a lot of space. It's a running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, East Carolina. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
East Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. On target. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Memphis. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kent State came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Golden Flashes won, it's more how they won. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. On the run, still looking. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's right. Now the pitch. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Pirates will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Got enough for the first down. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Tigers pick up the first down.
All right, let's get it. Right. That's the end of the first quarter. Memphis 21, East Carolina 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Lewis wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Lewis to throw. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at this offense.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's the handoff. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end. The Sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
East Carolina, 14.
Let's see what he can do with the return.
Returner is tackled down at the 15. East Carolina taking over
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's O'Brien. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? They're dealing with a second and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. There he goes. Touchdown, ECU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the back. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try the run. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Stands in and takes the hit. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Using his feet to buy time. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Pirates. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a run rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Iowa State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Lewis to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, what?
It's a seam is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Memphis, 38. East Carolina, 28.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Memphis. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's O'Brien. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field.
Turning on the Jets. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the 1st down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 28 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option to give. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space.